Part 2. Understanding longer conversations. Directions. In this part, you will hear longer conversations between two speakers. At the end of each conversation, a third person will ask several questions about what has been said. Read the 4 possible choices in your test booklet and choose the correct answer. For example, you will hear,
You know, measured by body count, the avian flu that scared Hong Kong in 1997 did not come close to the Spanish flu of 1918 that took 20 million lives.
Really? With this Hong Kong flu, only 6 people succumbed to the strength of it, thanks to the 1.4 million chickens that were killed to make the world safe.
I also heard that after a series of false starts, Hong Kong authorities launched a foul cull on December 28, 1997.
Yes, and officials vowed to get the job done in 3 days.
They almost failed because on January 4th, chickens were still running around, breaking free from garbage bags and becoming wild dog food.
Still, the drastic measures stopped the outbreak, and in December, the WHO credited Hong Kong for saving the planet from an influenza pandemic.
Imagine how many people could have died if the authorities had not acted quickly.
Question 1. What are the speakers talking about? You will read A. Spanish flu, B. Hong Kong flu, C. WHO, D. Hong Kong authorities. Since the correct answer is B, blacken the letter B on your answer sheet. Look at the example. Question 2. How many people died from the avian flu? You will read A. 20 million, B. 60, C. 20, D. 6. Since the correct answer is D, blacken the letter D on your answer sheet. Look at the example. Now, let's begin part 2. Questions 31 to 34. Listen to a conversation on a college campus.
Pardon me, could you tell me how to get to Ringers Hall?
Ringers Hall? I'm sorry, I'm not sure where it is.
I'm looking for an art gallery exhibition of graduate student statues. The campus newspaper said it was in Ringers Hall.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. We call that place the Art Center.
So, how can I find it?
Go straight ahead until you come to the auditorium. You'll see a narrow path leading off to the right. Go that way and then past the literature building.
Let's see, to the auditorium, take the passage, then turn to the left.
No, to the right.
To the right, and past the literature building?
That's right. And then you'll pass a student sports center. Walk just a little bit farther and there's the art center. You'll be able to spot it because there's a big, bright, colorful metal sign in front of it.
I think I've got it.
I hope you like the exhibit. The graduate student events are usually very interesting, and I've heard this one is extraordinary.
That's what I heard, and that's why I'm assigned to write reports about the exhibition. Thank you for your help.
Number 31. Why was the woman at first confused when the man asked her for directions? Number 32. What can be inferred about the man? Number 33. According to the woman, what is directly in front of the art center? Number 34. What is the woman's attitude toward the man? Questions 35 to 38. Listen to a conversation in an astronomy class.
Professor Davidson, I'd like to ask you a question. You have just explained the cause of the Earth's rotation by Isaac Newton. What will happen if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning?
Let's see. Do you remember the Earth's rotation in 24 hours?
Didn't you say a few days ago that it's one time?
Yes, just about that. And the time it takes the Earth to rotate completely around it is what we call a day. It is the Earth's rotation that gives us night and day.
Okay, so that means if the Earth stops rotating completely, one half of the Earth would be in daylight for half of the year, while the other will be in darkness. Am I correct?
That's true. Fortunately, the likelihood of such a thing happening in the next few hundred years is just about zero.
So you're saying that it is impossible for the Earth to stop moving?
Well, I don't want to say impossible, Damien. The most probable scenario is the Earth's rotation will slow down gradually over millions of years. So let's say if the Earth's rotation slowed down to once a year, or synchronous rotation, every area on Earth would be in either sunlight or darkness throughout the year. So we have to be glad that our Earth keeps moving.
Number 35. What had Professor Davidson been talking about when Damien asked her a question? Number 36. According to Professor Davidson, in what period will the Earth's rotation probably stop? Number 37. How does Professor Davidson characterize the probability of the Earth to stop spinning? Number 38. If the Earth's rotation speed decreased into one rotation a year, how long would half of the Earth experience nights?